6-1, Kenny. What a wonderful result for you. I bet you're pleased, eh, Kenny?
We're over the moon, Bill. Absolutely delighted.
Well, Kenny, I couldn't help but notice that your hair's still wet from the bath. Tell me, is it one big bath? Or do you shower separately, or what happens?
One big bath, actually. I think the game started to go our way just after half.
And I expect, you know, after a game like today, there'll be a lot of horseplay in the bath, a lot of laughing and splashing and hitting each other with loofahs, that sort of thing, is it?
Well, there's quite a bit, I suppose. Anyway, as I was saying, the midfield...
I expect when everybody's having this horseplay, I expect there's a lot of sort of soaping each other and leaping on each other's backs, that sort of thing, is it?
No.
Well, but I expect with a very deep bath, it'd be quite possible for some of the players during the horseplay just to dive down underneath another player's legs and come up the other side, is it?
God, is that the time? I really must be going.
Well, tell me, when all this horseplay is finished, do you just sit around chatting, or does the horseplay continue? Do you sort of thwack each other with wet towels, for example?
I really must be going. The rest of the lads will be on the coach.
Ah, the coach, is he the one that rubs you down, Kenny, is
Comment ça va, ta mère?
Elle est morte.
Et le vélo?
Oh, ça va bien. Qu'est-ce que c'est?
Avez-vous une cuillère?
Mr. Boyce, this is Jack Beasley from next door. Look, there's a sociable and an unsociable time for your wife to use these gadgets, and I'm sure you'll agree this is an unsociable time. Yes? Yes, that's as maybe. Look, the thing is, I'm videoing at the moment, and your wife is causing a lot of interference which is coming out of the tape, thus rendering it scarcely worth watching. Yes. 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 Oh, come on. Surely there's no harm in her turning off a kidding machine for a couple of hours now and again.
Mason Boyne on the march once again. Mason Boyne and his bold orange men, with the shake of the hand and the kick in the groin. Mason Boyne, Mason Boyne, Mason Boyne.
Oh, hello, Morag. Oh, dear, 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 dear. The moral decline of our society, eh? I went down to the video shop yesterday, you know, and I was disgusted. In fact, I says to the guy who runs it, I says, I'm disgusted. Showing all that stuff, having it on display where young people can get corrupted.
Oh, yes, you mean that I spit on your zombie.
No, Morag, I do not mean I spit in your zombie. I am talking about the 3-hour video of the Pope's visit. And of course, I said to him, where's your 3-hour video of the Battle of the Boyne then? And there was an embarrassing silence, because of course he didn't have one. Ah, well, I'll be back down to check it today. Just make sure that old Red Sox video is in exactly the right place, the bin. And just settle it like gentlemen, unless he specifically wants his windows broken, of course.
Why do you hate the Pope so much?
Oh, Morag, you must be joking.
Well, he seems all right to me. He's...
I will not have talked like that in this house. And that's final. He's talking as if the man wasn't the Antichrist, for goodness sake.
But how do you know he is?
Come on, Morag, concentrate, will you? Hey, look. Take the word Pope, right? Right? An anagram for the word E-pop. Right? A 4-letter word beginning with E, like evil. A rest in case. And he's very clever too, Mr. Paul John Pope. Eh? Why do you think it is that he doesn't let his followers have contraceptions? So they'll have hundreds and hundreds of babies. And soon this wonderful Protestant state of ours will be turned into a zombie satellite of Rome. Eh?
Really?
Yes, really. Well, would you deny what's in the Bible? Would you, Morag? It's all here. Matthew chapter 2, verses 1 to 10. All you have to do is jumble the words up a bit.
Mr. Smith to see you.
Take a seat, my friend. This will not take much time.
Oh, nice day today.
So, you are looking for a personal loan for... That's quite a lot of money, my friend.
Si, Senor Watson. You see, I want to...
Silence. Tell me, my friend, when in the past did you come to me and say, excuse me, Senor Watson, but I'm interested in finding out more about out-of-bank services. Or, sorry to disturb you, Senor Watson, but could you supply me with some literature on personal credit schemes? Not even, Senor Watson, I've come to open a deposit account.
Please, Senor Watson, if you will let me explain.
I will let you explain, my friend. You have until the music stops.
My kind of time. This land is my land. Decline. It's long and wide. Over the water, pure green water. Oh, the culinary heat. I'm in the tea.
The liar! I don't see very I see everything on the hand and the Lord and I want to live in violent shackles. You're holding out the Oh, yes! I told you, did you? I said, I'm a to follow.
Oh, the best body. Jimmy boy. Sculpture. The Joseph sculpture.
I see Where's the boy? It's birthday today. She put it away.
Today, when pickets of the BBC turned away another 4 container loads of Lenny Bennett ad-libs.
No. You'll love it. I love it. I've heard it 50 times. Right? Rackle Wells says, who has been rummaging around in my drawers?
I asked one activist if he was satisfied that no trucks were getting through.
Trucks? What trucks? I thought it was Cyril Smith.
Leg. Oi, he isn't a black leg. He always walks like that.
With strong feelings on both sides, the dispute has brought with it allegations of police brutality.
Well, darling, I was grabbed by the bobbies. Wait for it, bobbies, I said. One of them looks at me credentials, and the other one comes and kicks me in the picket line.
Don't worry, folks. He still has a huge potential.
The cause of the dispute has been the sacking of a northern double act from a Luton night spot when they failed to deliver any jokes about Barry Manilow's nose.
It's a case of pure victimization of two wonderful professionals, of two very important artistes, Dickie Fish and Terry Chips, who are very dear friends of mine and who incidentally bought 4 minibuses for the handicapped last year, although they'd probably kill me for mentioning it. And there they are. They've been sacked. Oh, God. Well, that's all I've got to say. But I wonder what Frank Spencer would have said.
Oh, Betty, Jessica's done a whoopsie on the cat.
A BBC spokesman assessed the effect the strike was having.
Well, I have to admit there are no new ideas getting through, so I suppose you might say it's business as usual. But there are enough old gags stockpiled to see us through to the Christmas specials and well into next year. Goodbye.
You dirty rat.
But naturally, the pickets had the last word.
What a wonderful bunch of lads. I'd like to pay tribute to their spirit. I'd like to pay tribute to their determination. But most of all, I'd like to pay tribute to Mr. Elvis Presley.
Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah.
Do you know who killed Kennedy?
Lee Harvey Oswald. Not the Disneyland version.
You know who really killed him?
No.
He did. He did it himself.
How the hell did he do that?
Well, if you knew 61 Cadillac Eldorado the way I do, right, you'd know there's enough room in the cocktail cabinet for at least 2 45s. And a smart guy, right, with a piece of wood and a length of string, could set it off with his foot. You do not get to be president unless you're pretty smart, right?
Why did he make it look like murder?
Because he was a Catholic. You know, if you commit suicide and you're a Catholic, you go straight to hell.
Well, God would have seen that he killed himself. So he'd go to hell anyway.
Yeah. Look, if the whole of the CIA and the whole of the FBI can't work it out, Huh? What chance you think God's got of getting it?
So what was Lee Harvey Oswald doing in the book depository with a telescopic rifle?
Getting himself into a whole heap of trouble.
Why would he want to kill himself anyway?
Because he violently disagreed with his own policies.
Right.
Violent death. Turbulent, grisly, blood-splattering death. A nightmarish concept, even for the ultra-sadomasochist to termfully comprehend, but a nightmare which descended on the Robinson family that hot, sticky night in August when the flesh-dripping hand of death pointed its venomous black-nailed finger in their direction. Mr. Robinson, an estate agent, lay dead at the foot of the attractive wide staircase leading to 3 very spacious rooms, a half-tiled bathroom with shower and separate WC, his bulky frame wallowing in a pool of his own blood, with his guts unceremoniously ripped out of his torso with the now silent electric hedge trimmer which remained, sentinel-like, embedded to the hilt in the open chasm of the lower abdomen. Mrs. Robinson, also an estate agent, was found in the fully fitted L-shaped kitchen with full range of appliances and attractive formica tops, but Mrs. Robinson was not preparing the evening meal. Straddled across the fitted oak breakfast bar, her body, oozing blood from the multiple stab wounds, had been systematically battered with a blunt instrument in such a wild and frenzied attack that slivers of her still tepid flesh were found clinging leech-like to the wipe-clean surfaces of the pine-paneled wall and ceiling. And finally, Bella Mad Hatchet Woman Robinson, Mr. Robinson's sister, who was staying with them after being released from a lunatic asylum, was found in the bathroom washing her hands. Scotland Yard were baffled. You've got no one to blame but yourself.
You are.
Ah, there you are.
Thank you for employing me, sire.
Do you mind explaining to me why you've stopped the coach almost 3 feet from the entrance? In the full knowledge of my accursed and useless limb.
It was not me, it was the horse. It's such a powerful beast under the rain.
It's a poor coachman that blames his... You're a powerful beast under the rain, aren't you?
Uncle Murdoch, my legal guardian, master of Dundreich, and the most potent force in the Vale of Glenmiller.
Go on, Beulah, get those anorexic limbs up these stairs.
Oh, I'm right behind you, sire.
What sinister judiciary of fate decreed that I, young Tom, should be domiciled under the same roof as such a brutal beast? Was it only a week last Thursday that I nestled happily and securely in the cosy Edinburgh abode of my dear parents?
Tom fell down and broke his crown, and Jill came tumbling after. 2 o'clock in the morning, young Tom. Time little people were in bed.
Oh, must I, Mama?
Oh, come on, Martha. Let the boy finish his comics and his cream buns.
Really, Joshua, you spoil young Tom. Very well, you can stay up for another 3 hours, but not a second more, mind.
Thank you, Mama.
And by the way, Tom, take this handful of gold sovereigns and pound notes.
Papa!
I want you to play truant from school tomorrow and just go out and enjoy yourself.
Oh,
There's
thank
a
you,
good
Papa.
boy.
Papa?
Mm-hmm.
What would happen to our happy, secure, and cozy life if you and Mama were suddenly to... drop down dead.
Really, young Tom?
No, no, Martha, it's a very sensible question. If anything were to happen to us, young Tom, I'm afraid you'd have to go and stay with your brutal Uncle Murdoch at the cold, sinister and unhappy estate at Dundreich. But never fret. The odds against your mother and I dropping dead simultaneously are about...
Joshua!
The coroner's verdict was death by natural and quite understandable causes. Thus, I found myself domiciled at Dundreich, unhappy and unaccustomed to these grey, remote surroundings. The year was 1746, and Bonnie Prince Charlie and the remnants of his tattered army were on the run from the dreaded Redcoats.
Charlie, last one in's a sissy. It's time for the Boy George lookalike contest. And don't forget, Tony Christie's in the Tonga Lounge tonight. Happy days are here again, all the skies above are clear again. Let's sing a song of cheer again. Happy days are here.
Mystery abounded in that place. Why were the Redcoats such frequent visitors to Dundreich, making regular deliveries of I knew not what to a basement in the East Wing?
Potatoes, Mrs. B, potatoes!
And who was the beautiful woman in the portrait? And what possible motives could Uncle Murdoch have for inviting young virgins from the village to spend the night at Dundreich?
Now, my dear, let's get you out of these nasty wet clothes.
Wet clothes, sir? Surely you jest.
No. Now, let's get you out of these nasty wet clothes.
Oh, you're beautiful.
And what were the strange noises seeping from within the locked bedroom door? Would I, young Tom, ever solve the conundrums that surround the master of Dundreich?
Curse those responsible for this incurable affliction! Curse the curse of Dundreich!
Didn't know you kept a dog.